been watching the show the last couple days, we've been kind of showing off the keg, the case, six-pack that we had in our newsroom a little bit earlier. So in our Fit on Fox this morning, we're finally going to show you how you can use this stuff at home to get that six-pack, or at least get a good workout. So joining us now is Mighty Joe, and one of our studio crew members, Matt, has graciously volunteered to do some of the exercise that we have, because we brought the beer into the studio this morning, and their eyes just lit up. I don't know what happened. I don't know why.
There's nothing beer
we're
cannot
not drinking it.
No, we're not drinking it. No, absolutely
not.
There's a lot of jokes that can be made about 12-ounce curls and things like that. You know, you get a can of beer and it's 12 ounces. The problem with that idea, if somebody wants to take it seriously, is every time you take a sip, it gets lighter and lighter. With fitness, we want to really have the idea of progression in here, so rather than going one can, get lighter, we want to take one can, add 2 cans, have 6 cans, move on to a case, and then move on to a keg, which they all have different weight. That's reflexes like a cat. Dead cats are still cats. So anyway, we could really take any implements we have laying around the house and find a way to exercise with
it. And that's the point of having the beer in the keg. It's not just so you can use the beer.
No, you don't have to use beer at all. I mean, we could take a table, we could take a small land mammal, such as a child or maybe a pet that you could use. Just something that has weight. So when you're hanging out at the beach this summer, or you're at some cottage somewhere, and you say, well, I don't have my gym membership, I don't have my fancy equipment from home, find what you have, use it, make the most out of it. So what we can do is just take any implement that we've got.
And we're going to put Matt to the test. We have to start him out slow.
Start just slow. Now, a can of beer is just under a pound, just to give you an idea. If we take a 6-pack, we're going about 5 pounds. We move up to a case, now we're getting kind of that 20-pound range. Total. So that's why we have Matt here, because nobody wants to blow anything out early. So you can just hold on to the handle right there like you would a dumbbell or anything else. And take a bit of a lean stance here.
So it's going to be more like a row?
It's going to be a row. You just take a dumbbell row is what it would be if you were in a gym using the fancy equipment. But here we're just using whatever we have available.
Yeah.
We just use beer.
Okay. And like you said, you can do this at home, and you can really use that or anything at home. It doesn't have to be
anything you can hold on to. You can grab a laundry basket and progressively add more stuff to it. Now taking that exact same exercise of a row into a keg, have you hold on to that. Kind of grab the sides, and same idea.
Is this working your way up eventually, or would you do something like that initially?
Progression. Okay. We have progression. We start with what you can do. This is an empty keg, by the way, so I don't think Matt's really that strong.
Matt really is. He's so strong.
An empty keg is about 30 pounds. A full keg is about 160 pounds.
And we were holding it around the newsroom. I mean, it's not light. It's 30. Matt, is that pretty heavy for you? Are you okay?
Matt's he's a fine-tuned machine, so yeah, you give him a little credit here. Now we could take that same implement we had right there and lift it up to about chest height and press it up to the ceiling. Now we have a shoulder press.
Now, would that be an exercise that would kind of work your back as well and maybe help your posture a little bit, or just focusing
it will help
so much
all these things because we're pressing this overhead and it is large and has some weight to it. Our abs are even working to stabilize you from falling backwards. You might not feel with 30 pounds over 5 reps, but it is weight and it makes you work your entire body. You can even hold the same keg right now in front of you again and do a squat with the implements.
So you're getting your leg workout too.
Yeah. So if you can flip it up here, you can go from a squat to a press. And sort of the whole idea is just having fun with what you have and not making the excuses. You know, everyone has the excuse. I just don't have the perfect scenario. My workout is trash because I don't have it. You've got stuff. If you're hanging out and having a party somewhere, this is around, something is wrong. There's always a way to make fitness happen.
And you mentioned the progression. How long should you wait before maybe advancing from the 6-pack to the case to the keg, or the weight equivalent of that?
It depends. When you get the reps you're trying to get, if you're aiming for 12 reps and it becomes easy with either a can or a keg or whatever you're using, then it's time to move on. With a keg or something like this, you start to fill it back up and add more weight to it. Laundry baskets, I think, are great. If you're at home, you just start putting more clothes in it. So again, you throw your kid in there, or dog,
kind of think outside of the box.
Absolutely, yeah. You just got to have fun. Just take what you've got and get rid of the excuses. Everyone complains that they don't have the money for the gym membership. You don't need it.
It's right in your house.
You don't need it. Don't worry about the perfect workout. Just maintain the habit by doing stuff with what you have.
Okay. Well, you can get more information on our website about any of the workouts that Joe has done for our Friday Fit on Fox at fox17online.com. Just click on the Morning News tab, and then you want to scroll down until you see that segment information section.